A 68-year-old man was recently admitted with a small bowel obstruction in the context of a previous gastrojejunostomy for a duodenal stricture. This was managed with a small bowel resection and adhesionolysis. He then presented 1 week post-discharge with an acute abdomen and hemodynamic instability. A CT scan showed a moderate-sized collection in the left upper quadrant and free air. An urgent exploratory laparotomy was performed. There were dense adhesions throughout the abdomen, and as a result of this frozen abdomen, a sump drain was inserted into the collection and the procedure was aborted. Post-laparotomy, a CT scan with oral contrast demonstrated a leak in the gastric fundus. This can be seen here on sagittal and coronal views with the extravasation indicated by the green arrows. On retroflexion, the perforation in the fundus can be seen. Endoscopic closure was then attempted. Then, using a double-channel gastroscope, a polyloop was advanced down one channel and a hemostatic clip placed down the other channel. The polyloop is then placed between the prongs of the clip. The clip is then deployed at one side of the defect. A second clip is then placed on the other side of the defect, again with the polyloop between the prongs of the clip. The polyloop is then tightened fully and deployed. This is analogous to the placement of an interrupted suture. The polyloop tail is then cut off using a loop cutter to prevent obscuring the working space. This process is repeated until the defect is completely closed. It was then noted that there was a second perforation distal to the first perforation. This was closed using the same process. Finally, both repairs were examined closely, and both appeared to be completely closed. Follow-up CT scan with oral contrast confirmed repair of the perforations. The area of repair is noted by the green arrows.